The earth you created, all for love's sakes became poor. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. Oh, you're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful. Oh, you're so wonderful to me. Oh, you're so wonderful to me. Here I am to worship. Oh, you're so wonderful to me. Oh, you're so wonderful to me. So wonderful to me. Oh, you're so wonderful to me. Oh, here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know, I'll never know what the price was. I'll never know how much it cost. Oh, to see my sins upon that cross. I'll never know the price He paid. I'll never know the price He paid. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, we'll never know the price You paid for. Hallelujah. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether loving, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Oh, you're altogether wonderful to me. Oh, you're so wonderful, so wonderful to me. Oh, you're so wonderful.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
so wonderful.
Hallelujah.
We see him hang on the cross.
Jesus.
We see that his body was ripped to shreds with the cat o' nine tails. We see the bloody mess, the exposed organs, the hanging on the cross for hours, and finally the giving up of the ghost. But we still haven't seen all that he did for me.
That's right, amen.
We don't know what he suffered when he went to hell. We don't know if he was there for 3 days suffering before he finally conquered. And I know there's a big debate about that. I know that there's people says that's impossible. He could have never suffered in hell. But yet we understand that sin was not a physical thing. Sin is a spiritual thing.
Amen.
So he couldn't have just died physically, Sister Miller. He had to die spiritually to save you and I from the pits of hell. So we don't know the agony that he went through for 3 days. We don't know the agony he went through for 3 nights. We equate the cost being the cross, but the cost also included hell. He was beat for the healing of our bodies, but he had to die spiritually for the saving of our souls. So when this song says, I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross, we really don't know the pain and the agony of having to be separated from his Father for the first time in eternity. The first time in eternity he had his Father turn his back on him. He even prayed beforehand, Father, if it be any other way, if there be any other way that we can redeem mankind, let me go that pathway. But then he thought in the middle of his prayer and said, oh, but nevertheless, thy will be done. Nevertheless, Lord, I know that there's no other way. I know that I am the only free man that ever walked on the earth. And a free man, it can only redeem a slave. It only can be a free man to redeem a slave. And he was the only free man that ever walked on the face of the earth. So he knew, I am the price. I am the price that will take to redeem Abby Pierce, Shirley Sturgeon, Molly Holloman, Shirley Miller, Vontaine Smith, Diana Sullivan, B.B. Lee, Richard Whetstone. Like, who in the world's that? That's Brother Jack.
Brother Jack.
It took a heavy price. You may not understand